Hello there, welcome back to Grade 11 Accounting. In this video, we want to look at a question on the calculation of break-even point. So we are given a question that we have in terms of question at 2.2. So we are going to go through the question and then we answer what is required. So you'll see that it reads it is for Mufasa manufacturers, and it reads Mufasa manufacturers manufacture plastic stationery bags. The information below was taken from their accounting records for the financial year ended 30 June 2020. So on the required part 2.2.1 reads calculate the amounts indicated by A to A and B, and it's got 4 marks. And then the second part calculate the break-even point for the financial year ended 30 June 2020. And on the last part there, do you think the business should be happy with the break-even point? Quote relevant figure to justify your comment, and then 3 marks. So this is the question that we. So I'm going to start by the first question, which is on the calculation of the missing figures, that is A and B. So we can go to the table to try to find out what do we have in terms of those missing figures. So we are going to calculate A, and then we calculate also B. So we start by A. A is saying administration cost, but we are saying that we are having administration costs and factor overhead costs as part of fixed costs, and then the total for fixed costs, we are given it as 1,248,000. So basically, we are going to say A plus 898,560 is equal to 1,248,000. Then obviously the answer will we will make the A the sum of the formula there, whereby now we are going to calculate the other side of the equation. So given that, now we can go to the other section and just present it as it is, as we are saying A plus 898,560 is equal to that figure, which is now 1,248,000. So we go to the first part of the question. So we are saying A, and we'll say plus our 898,560 will give you 1,248,000. So we want to find A there, so we can just make it the sum of the formula by saying our A will be now equal to 1,248,000. And then we subtract, we take 898,560 to the other side, it becomes negative 898,560. And the answer that you are supposed to get there, when you subtract correctly, you are going to get your answer is 349,440 rands. So this is the answer that we have. So we go to B now to try to see how we can basically calculate our B. So if we go to our B, we'll see that we have got our B here, which is saying unit cost. So this is the unit cost for direct material cost. They're given the total cost being 740,800. So basically, to get the unit cost, we are now going to say the direct material cost divided by the total number of units. So you need to find out the number of units that were produced according to this question. We go down, you see that here we are given number of units produced and sold 24,960. So basically, we are saying 748,800 divided by 24,960, and then you get your unit cost. So we come here. We are saying now our 748,800 and then we divide by 24,960, which is total number of units, 24,960, and then we are going to get your 30 rand. So your answer that you get there becomes your 30 rand. And obviously, the answer we are supposed to put it in the section for answer. So we are going to say 30 rand is the answer that we have. Then we go back now and try to see the next question. Next question is saying we are having it here, and it's saying calculate the break-even point for the financial year ended 30 June 2020. So we need to put down the formula first of calculating break-even point. So Remember, to find break-even point, we are going to say our total fixed costs and then we divide by the selling price per unit minus the variable costs per unit. So first of all, we have to find the selling price per unit and the variable cost per unit so that we can be able to find the denominator there, and then we can just divide them. So we can go to our question to see if we have got all those elements in the question. So if you go back to the question, you'll see that we are saying our denominator is the one that we need to find out first. We are saying we find it by saying selling price per unit minus variable cost per unit. So our selling price per unit, we are given it here. Selling price per unit is 184. 184, and then we subtract the variable cost per unit. We see that we have got for variable cost, we are given it differently there, whereby we're having direct labor costs being variable costs, direct material costs being variable costs, selling and distribution costs being variable costs. So the per units for direct labor cost is 56, which we are saying is 56. Then for direct material cost, we just calculated it and we got our 30 rand. So here we are saying we have got 30. So basically we are saying 56 plus 30 plus 46. So here we are saying 56 plus 30 plus 46. Then we get the total for variable costs. So let's try to find out what we get. 56 plus 30 plus 46. So we do that, you're going to get your 132. So we are now going to say 184 minus 132 and see what we get there. 184 minus 132, and then you are going to get your 52 there. So it means 52 becomes the answer that we have for selling price minus variable cost. So we are now going to divide it into the total of fixed costs, and the total of fixed costs that we have there, we have given it in the question is our 1,248,000. So we divide by 52. So we go there. We are now saying it is equal to total fixed costs. We've got 248,000. We divide by 52. And the final answer that we are supposed to get there is 24,000. And remember, this calculation will give you, this formula will give you the break-even point in units. So we are going to say 24,000 units is the break-even point. So for the last part of the question, according to this video, it's asking us, do you think the business should be happy with the break-even point? Quote relevant figure to justify your answer. So we've got a break-even point of 24,000. So we want to interpret it whether it's a good position or is it a bad position. So we can try to, obviously, when we are trying to see if it's a good or a better position or a bad position, we are going to compare it to the level of production. So if the level of production is more than the break-even point, we are saying we are making profits. Remember, when we produce, when the level of production is 24,000 units, which is the level of the break-even point, if the level of production is equal to break-even point, we are saying we are neither making a profit nor a loss. But as soon as we produce a unit higher than the break-even point, it means that unit that we have produced, we are now making a profit. So the number of units that are above break-even point indicates the number of units that we are making profit on. So here, if we compare 24,000 with the level of production that we have, we are seeing that our level of production is 24,960. So we have got 24,960, 24,960 there, 24,960, and we are comparing it to 24,000, which is the break-even point. So it means if we subtract the two, we are going to get 960. So this 960, it means we are making profit on 960 units. So which means we can say, according to our response there, we can say yes, because the business is producing 960 units more than the break-even point, which is very correct. So we can interpret it from that point of view. So we can go there and say Our response there, it's yes. And what the reason? The business is producing 960 units, which is we get it by saying the level of production, remember, is 24,960 minus 24,000 break-even point. More than the break-even point. More than the break-even point. If you want to explain it further, then you can now include that you can now include that you are the business making a profit on 960 units. You can also say the business, or alternatively, you can put this statement the business is making a profit on 960 units. So the same applies when we are producing less than at a level that is less than the break-even point. We are saying the number of units that we are producing less than the break-even point indicates the number of units that we are making loss. Because when we are producing less than the break-even point, we are making a loss. So if you are maybe asked to calculate the number of units that we are making a loss, you are just going to say the break-even point minus the number of units that we are producing that is less than the break-even point. And then you get the difference that indicates the level, the number of units that we are making a loss on. So this is what we have, guys, according to this video. Let's subscribe and share. Let's turn off the notification button so that when we upload videos, we get notified, so that we get our preparations for the final exam. As for this video, I'm signing out. We meet again.